Hello guys, today we're going to do one more HTML structure, then if we got time, then we're going to do how to insert things into your HTML. So we already done this one, today we're going to do this, 2021 February, March. Click into it, download the source file, download the question paper. So always extract, I hope that you know how to do extraction. So open question paper one side, another one is your source file. So let me check if we have evidence for this one already or not. If no, then we're going to create evidence. Right, so far no evidence. So we're going to do task 1, task 2 and task 3. So start off with first evidence, create a new Word file. As usual, put all your information in and save it in this name. Okay, save as. Make sure you know where you are saving your file at. I'm gonna put in my download into the source folder, so later easy for me to move. M21 evidence underscore center number underscore candidate number. Done. Save. Then we're gonna continue with this one. So we're gonna create a new folder called Ocean. I'm just gonna create inside this source file here. New folder. You can right click and then press new and then create folder as well. I'm gonna rename. I pressed F2 as a shortcut. Ocean, and you're gonna move banner ocean. Okay, banner ocean.css, ocean.text, spinner mp4, text, whale shark. I'm gonna move all this into the folder and just drag them down. Open. I multi-select by clicking Control. Press Control, then you can multi-select. Then we're gonna open M21 Shark Whale and to do some editing. I prefer Paint 3D, so you can open with. Usually Paint 3D will be here. In my case, it's not there, so don't panic. Just open Paint 3D. Open. Browse. And then go to download Ocean folder, open this file. This is how it should look like. At the top here, it should have the file name. If you insert, then it's wrong already. Okay, we're gonna do some rotating. So at the top here, you see a few options. Usually rotate all will be in canvas. Go to canvas, and this is where you rotate and flip. Rotate 90 degree clockwise. This one. Done. This one we already done the editing, I think in our first practical class. So we're gonna do this editing again, and we're gonna use this for our website. Then flip horizontally, this one. Then we're gonna crop to remove the text. I'm gonna skip this first, but I'm gonna keep it in my mind. Then we're gonna crop, because same thing, but in this case they're gonna crop with specific measurement. So I'm gonna settle this measurement first, then I'm gonna remove the text. Press crop. This one, don't check this box because we got specific measurement to follow. The width is 500 and the height is 1200. This is what they want. They want the picture of the whale shark visible, and we don't want the text. So I just move this like that. Not too up, then you're cutting a bit of the tail. Try to have the fish at the center and no text. Something like this. Okay, done. Press done. This is what we have. Don't press Ctrl S. We're gonna go to menu, save as, image. Go back to your ocean folder. We're going to save it as in the PNG. So this is JPEG. We're going to change to PNG. And the name is WS underscore followed by candidate number 9311. If that's my candidate number, you have to put yours. Then you press save. Now, after you save, in your folder you have this in the ocean folder. But the thing is, this file name that you are seeing here, it's still whale shark. We don't want to make these changes to our whale shark. So you close, don't save. Done. Now we're going to display the ocean folder, showing all this. Folder name, which is up here, can see. File name, extension is .css.png. Image dimension cannot see. So I'm going to go and change to content view. For you, you will have a view at the top here, and then under layout section, you can choose content. Excuse. So in content, you can see dimension usually. So big. So this is the image here, dimension. So when it's small, I cannot see dimension. Maybe you just need to resize a little, then you can see dimension already. So make sure you have all this, then only take the screenshot. And then got the file size. So my screenshot for evidence 1 will look like this. So green screen. This is all I need. I can see my folder name. Let me show you. Oh, the file paste. Evidence 1, paste. Folder name up here, all the other details that you need. Don't spend too much time in your evidence document. You beautify it later. After you make each screenshot, save your file, Ctrl S. Alright, let's continue. Now we're going to create a website. Okay. Read first. You are going to create a web page and style sheet to promote ocean conservation. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color code except those provided in the source file must be in hexadecimal. That means that later on, if they ask you to change color, they'll just give you the color name or the code. You have to put in a proper way of hexadecimal. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. That means it's an external styling. Okay. And then make your HTML and style sheet as efficient as possible. You need to write as fewer lines as possible, especially for a style sheet. Now we're going to create in your ocean folder a web page called ocean.htm. So open code, Visual Studio Code. So make sure you are working with a blank page. You can press Ctrl W to close all the tabs here. You can press new file or Ctrl N. Before I start to type anything, I save the file. Ctrl S. You go to your download folder, ocean folder, and type the name. Ocean.htm. File type is all types. Save. Done. But before you start, check first. So ocean folder, you need to have this. Then only start. Make sure you're editing the correct file. Alright, let's read. This web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. So you can only have one set of open and closed table. The table must fit 80% of the browser window. It means that the width of the table is 80%. The table must have a structure that is shown like this. So please try yourself first. Wherever you're stuck, then you come back to the video to see how I do it. So now I'm going to just do it. Okay, you can pause and do yourself first. Type HTML, head and body. Okay, done. This is my, what do you call that, the skeleton. Then we're gonna create a table in our body. So let me make it bigger for you to see. Alright, then we're gonna create row by row. So this is a kindergarten method. I'm gonna go step by step. Oops. Alright, first we are gonna create all the rows and all the alphabet that are gonna be in that row. So this is my row 1. In my row 1 I have A. Row 2 I have B and C. Row 3 we have D. That's all. You cannot type C again. This is row 3. So row 3, C already been created up here. Cannot repeat C anymore. So the only alphabet that you have in row 3 is D. Then TR, we have E. I'm going to copy this. F, G. TR. And last one, we have H. Okay. Now we're going to create the cell, the second line that you see here, the content of the table. For A, we're going to create a box, TD. Then, based on the question here, it's not just normal small cell, it is merged across the columns. So it's called span. How many? 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, and 4 columns. So we have call span 4, and then height is given. Height 15%, semicolon, save. Oh, I haven't set this. Border equals to 1 for me to see the structure. And the question already says that the width of the table is 80%. Save. With space, without space, doesn't matter, it works. I mean, it's correct, still correct. Okay, now we're gonna open the table and see how it looks like first. This is how it should look like. Okay, don't panic. You have space here because you have TR, but no boxes inside here because there's no TD. And this is how it should look like, a tiny, thin line. And when I make it big, it should take up 80% of the browser. Okay, if I make it small, still 80%. And it's like this because you haven't put any stuff inside yet, and it's in percentage. So don't panic, it's correct. So gonna continue for B. Okay, check for B. Any call span, row span or not. So B is much like this as well. Call span, how many? 1, 2, 3. So I have call span 3. And we have style because the measurement is given. Width 75%, height 45%. Semicolon. Save and check. Okay. Now for C. Okay, it's much like this. This is row span. How many rows? 1, 2, 3. So row span 3. Oops. 3. Inline styling. Width is given 25%. Be careful not to put equal here. It should be colon. And don't forget the semicolon. And make sure spelling is correct. Right, next, D. And type after this command. Although it doesn't make any difference, but it make your work look neater. It's easy for you to find mistake. Cospan 3 as well. Okay, for E style, if there's no cospan or row span, because just single set, there's no merge for E, F or G. So just normal resizing, that's all. I'm just going to copy this inline styling. Actually, you can copy the whole thing. The whole TD, paste for F, paste for G. Save. Because it's all the same. Then for H, so I pasted, but I'm going to make a changes here. So this one, no width, only height was given, which is 10%, and there is call span. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. Save and run. This is how your website should look like with the structure. Okay. Now today we're going to learn to put things inside the table. But I need you to write this one in your notes. So prepare foolscap paper. You're going to write notes. If you don't have your foolscap paper, go back home, write the notes. I'm going to collect it next Monday because Friday no class. Okay. Each table cell is identified with a letter. We are not going to write the letters inside. This is how the structure looks like. Some dimensions are shown. This must be set as percentage value and not pixel. Okay, we are done. The cell contains shown, the diagram must not appear on the final web page. Content means whatever is written here. Don't write the things inside. Border must not appear. So we're going to delete this border equals to 1. Backspace, save, and run. You won't see anything. The table is there, just that no border. That's all. Okay, we're going to start. Okay, I'm going to open a Word file. This is where I'm going to put the notes for HTML. You're going to write this down. Okay, first one, we're going to have insert image. To insert image, I hope you remember, it is img src, then the file name, dot, and you must have ALT. This one will give you 1 mark. Okay, there's no closing tag for image. Let me make it big. Alright, okay, so this is image. Next, we're gonna put in some video. So to insert video, it's gonna be video, controls, and if the question gonna give you any specific size, then you're gonna have the whatever size the question asks you to put in. Video got closing tag. Now inside here, what to type? It is source src, the file name. Okay, here instead of dot, I put like this. File name here, also I put like that. Oops. Okay, then here, do like this. Here will be meaningful name of the image. Okay, here, come back here. Source src type video slash the extension of the video. Change the landscape. Okay, extension of the video, close it. Not done yet. This is, you're gonna write error message. Okay, this one I highlight, this is default, it should be there, followed by this one. Later I'll confirm with you when after insert, because sometimes I get confused as well. Just need to test. Okay, now I'm going to save this, write this down. Okay, for A, they talk about A, so we're going to type in between opening and closing TD for A. Type it in, make sure you go in, insert image, img src m21 banner.jpg. You don't know what image is this, you just press Ctrl and then click the name. They'll open it for you, you can see here. So it's a banner, just simple banner, ocean banner. So in my ALT, I'm just gonna write ocean banner. Save. Then we're gonna open our website. Refresh. It's huge. Okay, don't worry. Continue. For B, we're going to insert a B is a placeholder to fill the width of the cell. That means if my table is, I explain what do they mean now. If my table is not, don't. Okay, if my cell is this big, that means my video should be this big as well. So it should take up the entire space of my cell. That means whatever I'm inserting in this cell should have a width of 100%. Takes up the 100% space. That's what I'm asking my video going to do. Okay. So for video here, I'm gonna put video, controls, style, with 100%. Okay, now we have video, opening and closing. So we have source, src, file name is m21 spinner.mp4, and then type is video mp4. Enter. You need to have error message. Okay, what error message do you want it to give you? Display an automated text-based error message if your browser do not support this video type. So I'm going to type the same thing. Your browser does not support this video type. Save. Ctrl F. Go back to here. Refresh. Scroll down. That's the video. How do I know it's a video? There's a play button here. You can, of course, you can resize your website and see. Okay. So that's a video going on. So banner done, video done. Next, for C, this is C. This is C section. So here, I'm gonna put image again. img src ws, the picture that we edited. That's one. It will only show if your HTML file is in the correct folder, which is ocean folder. Okay, we'll save. Refresh. So it should look like this. I resized down. I just made it 33% because it's too big. Now, question 4. Place inline style attribute. That is what we have been doing. This is inline style into HTML so that each image fits the width of the table. Again, the width is 100% now because it have to take up 100% of this cell width. So we're going to set that with its aspect ratio. Okay, this one need to pay attention. Whenever you see the question say aspect ratio maintain, that means you only set the width or height of the item. In this case, it talks about width. That means only width. If you have height, no marks. So far we already inserted 2 images and 1 video. Video we already done. We already put the width equals to 100%. This one. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it for my image. Both my images. See. So both my IMG got width equals to 100%, and my video, you have to write this one in this tag. Don't go and write here. Your width for your video has to be in video tag. Say refresh. Try to reset this website to 100%. You see, everything is okay. When I make it big, everything is okay, not gigantic. Question 5 done. Save. Next, place in cell D now. So where's cell D? Here. The content of the file m21 ocean.txt. So we're going to open this one, ocean.txt. So we're going to make this content appear in our website. It's not very difficult. All you need to do is Ctrl A or highlight all, copy this, and you can close this already. Go back to your cell D, don't paste yet. Read. Display this text in 2 paragraphs, just like the text notepad that we saw just now, and add a 3rd paragraph and this text. Apply style P to all the text in cell D. You need to type this first. Style D and paste. Save and refresh. It's not in 2 paragraphs, it's in 1 paragraph. We're gonna bring our right to a new paragraph. In order to bring things to a new paragraph, we need to add BR. Okay? You can add after here, after the sentence, or before also can. It doesn't matter. New paragraph. Save. Refresh. See? The right went down already. Next, they say on the 3rd paragraph, that means after this we're going to have another paragraph. So we're going to have another BR, and we're going to type this: web page edited by colon, your own name, don't type my name, 848, enter number, candidate number, save and refresh. Everything you type, check, see if it's working or not. Okay, done. Next, cell E, we're going to type the text species, but not done yet. You see what style to type in. Is it paragraph, H1, H2? You will find that in question. Question say H1. So I'm going to type H1 species. I didn't press enter because it's just a very short word. So like this is, I'm fine with this. I'm just going to copy this for F. This is F. So here it's going to be ocean waste. For G is contact us to help. Say fresh, make it big, check. Alright. Next. In cell H, which is here, we're gonna place in cell X the content of the file text.txt. This one. Copy. Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Then I close because I don't need that anymore. And then in style H2. So we're gonna put H2, enter, paste. It's long sentence. Say test. This is what we get. Okay. Now, alright. So we're gonna attach CSS, but we are not going to do CSS yet. Okay. So this one we're gonna pause. But I'm gonna teach you until here. Add one more thing in your notes. No need this table anymore. Attach CSS. It's gonna be under heads section. Let's bring this down. Okay, it's gonna be link href And here's going to be the file name. Then rel, sorry, we need to write style sheet, and then you can close it. If you didn't type, if you didn't put type, also it will work. It's still correct. Okay. The most correct method is type. It is a text bar that contains CSS. That's how I remember it. So you need 3 things in your notes, huh? First is insert image, insert video, attach CSS. Make it cap. Okay, 3 things. So how to attach under head section, link href m21 ocean.css, this one, and rel. If this one typo, spelling error, it won't work. And I have type text bar that has CSS. Save. Refresh. You see a little bit of movement, but not much. This is done. I mean, of course, not complete, but we are only going to stop here. Okay? So the CSS part we will do later. Now, what to do? Save this, close this, go back to your Ocean folder. This is your Ocean folder. Try to open and see if it's there or not. You're going to close all Ocean related. You're going to zip it, right click. You have send to compress. You're going to zip this file and upload in Schoology. Okay, so you're going to upload the zip file here and your evidence document here. So upload this. That's for our today's work.